wasn't recording. Okay, there it is.
Oh,
I don't know if it lets y'all know, but it's recording now.
no, it doesn't tell me.
Okay, I got it.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, it's cool. So for 3, we have true. For 4, we have data in each group are normally distributed and variances are equal in each group. And for 5, I think QQ plot. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
And that was all just textbook material.
Yeah. Number 6, we assume the variance in each group is the same if the following happens. The sample variances for each group is smaller than the sample mean. The largest variance is less than 4 times the smallest variance. And I remember that from the textbook, so I clicked that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay. The ANOVA hypothesis test is equivalent to conducting independent 2-sample t-tests between every pair of samples. If there are 3 samples, there are 3 pairs. 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 2 to 3. How many pairs are there when there are 4 samples? I didn't know where to find this, but I just did what they did, and I came up with 6. Is that accurate?
It really is. I had no idea either, and I did the same thing that
Okay.
you did.
Yeah, I
So
just tried to figure out what pattern they were using, and then I was like, oh, you can only use, a number once per pair or whatever. But where the heck did that come from?
I have no idea. Still beats me. But yeah. So yeah, it looked like 1 4, 1 3, 1 2, 2 3, 2 4, and 3 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you
All
guys
right.
ever find that, let me know. Because I have no idea.
Okay. You got that, Garrett?
Yeah, I do understand like how to count it up, but yeah, like you guys, not really why.
Yeah. Kind of came out of nowhere. Okay, so now we have the soccer shoes. How did you guys load that into your Excel? Because
So,
go ahead.
okay. Okay, what I did is you go to the textbook again,
Right,
and
I've
then you
got
go
the quantitative inference procedures up. That's what you're talking
to,
about, right? And then I
let me,
clicked on the ANOVA tab.
yeah.
Yeah, so I've got that up, but there's only one variable, isn't there? For the soccer
No.
shoes?
Oh no. So if you open up, let me open that up again. I forgot. Let me take a look. I want to say soccer shoes. Let's see. Let me open that up again. I just totally forgot.
Okay. Because they have like
Mm,
A, B, C, D, E, and then socks. And then they have the numbers. And so
right.
I,
So each of those are a number. So although they're one list, let me see soccer shoes. And then they just want you to do it for,
did you put in the both columns into the quantitative inference procedures chart?
let me see.
Because when I put in just the numbers, it doesn't work. It doesn't calculate the right things. But then I'm pretty sure when I put in both, that didn't work either.
Yeah. Let me open it up. It's taking a second for
Okay,
my
that's
computer,
fine.
but when I see it, I might remember.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't work to put in both either, but yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, because I'm sure I just don't remember. Let's see. Soccer shoes. Let's see. Hey, really? Let me see. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry it's taking me so long. It's just,
It's fine.
I don't know what it's doing.
Well, it
It's
says that
just that
there's
from the
supposed
sheet.
to be 6 groups, but I only see 1 in my Excel. Oh, no, sorry.
No,
The 6 groups includes the socks and stuff. Oh, so maybe I'm supposed to
yeah,
take all of the A's and put them in variance 1, and then all of the B's, and then put them in the next column, and then the next column.
yes,
What do you
exactly.
guys
And
think?
then socks is all, and then the last one, instead of being a letter, it's a name, but use those numbers for that like
The
fifth
different.
column or whatever.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
And then
Let's see. All right, I'm just copying them all over.
Yeah, I just got done doing that too.
Okay. All right, almost there.
And so to find the minimum variance, it's just the lowest number in the variance column under descriptive statistics. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
26.448.
Let me see what that was. What number are we on now?
That's 8.
Okay, number 8. Yeah, so I got 27.208.
Oh yeah, 27.
Where are you looking? Where are you guys finding that number?
So
There's in the top right. There's descriptive statistics, and then there's a column that says variance.
Oh, that one's not working for me. It says name #name with a question mark.
Okay.
Great. I must have screwed something up.
Let's see what that refers to.
wow, my internet is super slow. Okay.
That's great when Excel doesn't work for you.
Does your mean column work?
Yeah, all the other numbers. I don't know if it's right. Variable 1, I have 33.1.
Okay. What do you have in your A? Well, sorry. Yeah, it says A6 through. Okay. Do you have any words in row number 6 of your statistics?
Variable 6?
So in row number, like on the Excel sheet itself, does row number 6 have anything besides numbers?
No.
Okay.
What's your p-value?
0.0816.
Okay. That's really close to mine.
Yeah, I'm wondering if mine's off because well, Alba, did you say the lowest one you had was 2728.208?
Yeah, so
For question
the
8?
question 8, what is the minimum smallest variance in the 6 groups? 27.208.
Okay.
And that was
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because in A, it says the variance is 26.448, but maybe I got that wrong.
See, I don't know how your numbers could be different. So I'm wondering, it's really just something where you guys are copy and pasting.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, all my numbers are like lining up like they're right. You know what I mean? Like I don't have any extra numbers
Oh, I did.
or anything. Oh,
I
you
had
did?
one. Yeah, I just
Maybe
had
I'm
one.
supposed to. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, I can figure that out. It's obviously a copy and paste error, right?
It really is. I mean, all I did was I took all those columns, put in A, B, C, D, E next to each other. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's talking about being an old grandma?
Oh, my roommates.
Oh.
They saw somebody dressed up as an old grandma for Halloween.
That's awesome. Sorry, I wasn't eavesdropping. I don't think.
No,
Wasn't
you're
meaning
fine.
to.
I tried the headphones on this thing, and every time I do, nobody can understand a single thing. So
Okay, no problem.
I just stopped doing that.
They're
All right.
Okay.
Let's
And
see if the
9 is
next
that?
ones work, because I feel like the next one you guys won't probably have the same number either.
At
Probably not.
53.158.
Oh yeah, that's it. Good job.
Cool.
Yay. Okay. I'll just redo it after the video and figure out what the heck I messed up on.
Okay, and then the test for number 10. So it says the test for equal variance is satisfied by this data. So for variance, we learned that you take your, I want to say your smallest variance number and times it by 4.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
if
your
it,
largest can't be more than 4 times your smallest.
right.
Right?
Uh-huh. So with our smallest variance being 27.208, even if we were to multiply that by 2, it'd still be more than our maximum. So that tells us that the variance is satisfied.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So for the QQ plots, you just
So
had
for
to
this,
create those from scratch, or?
no, I don't know why. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. In his tutorials, maybe he showed you, but all I did, so if you go to the data files again, but this time use unit 1 and unit 2 again,
Right, I
there's a
remember they
place
had
that
the.
says QQ plots.
Okay, and you just inputted the numbers in there.
Yep, but the thing is, you have to check. It's like you have to do it one by one, because
Oh, that's nice.
it doesn't allow you to do 6 at a time. But
That's annoying.
yeah, but I feel like that was better than having to do it through Excel.
Yeah. Okay. Well, technically, it's still through Excel, but they have it already set up for you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So Garrett, did you do it have you done it by hand or in Excel, or did you use the unit 1 and unit 2 QQ plot?
Yeah, I kind of struggle with that one. I'm looking at the data files right now. Where was the
Right.
document?
So go to Excel tools again. So you go to the book, then you go to, I always forget what you go to.
Oh, so it's not on the little data files thing.
No. So go to the book, click course resources, and then click on Excel tools. And then click on unit 1, the quantitative descriptive statistics.
Oh, it's just that one. Okay.
For some, I mean, I don't think that's ever been mentioned, but
Yeah.
it works.
Well, the teacher doesn't mention a lot.
This is being recorded. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, it's the truth.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I actually already had that open. I just didn't see it. Cool.
So under there, yeah, you have to carry each of them, and it will bring you a QQ plot. And then QQ plots is all the dots need to be on the line or pretty much on the line, unless something's drastically off the line.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so if
So
you
that one.
construct a QQ plot, each of the samples are approximately normal based. Is that accurate? True? For number
That's
11?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perform an ANOVA test in SPSS and observe that even though we don't use SPSS, may I remind you, observe that the p-value is 0.081, then remove the SOX data and perform the test again. What is the p-value when we remove the SOC data?
So yeah, I don't know. To me, that was pretty cool. All you have to go is go back to your data, delete all of the stuff for SOX, all the numbers that you put in for the SOX,
Put them in
which was the
P.
last row, and then just compare that p-value.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the p-value when we remove the SOX data?
Let's see. I got 0.309.
That's a lot.
Yep.
That's what I got.
Yay, good. I'm glad Gary, I'm glad you're getting it because it really is just an input thing for you, Cheryl.
Yeah, I just don't want to, I
Yeah.
want to definitely go through it on my own, but I just don't want to take up your guys' time if you're already getting the right answers.
No worries.
Okay, the test statistic for an ANOVA hypothesis test is an F statistic. Is the p-value the area to the right or the left of the F statistic? I would say to the right.
Yeah, I would too. And that's just the rule. It's always to the right.
Okay, so then this one we get all the information for the hot dog nutrition.
This is going to take a minute. So again, you have to pull up that data.
And construct QQ plots. Fabulous. So when we pull up the data this time, they do have the same thing. They've got beef, meat, poultry. Okay, so that's 3 categories. But then they also have the calories and the sodium. So how did you input this in Excel?
So, in the question itself, it says researchers, 3 types of hot dogs, right? But then it says, but up to 15% this, and then it says, oh, for each of the 54 hot dogs analyzed, they recorded the type, the calories, and the sodium level. Their data is available. Oh, I'm sorry, you read the wrong part. But basically, in the question, it tells you to focus on calories. It says, let's examine the calories first.
Okay.
Construct the QQ plots of the calories. So yeah, just use the numbers for calories.
Okay. All right, let me copy those over and hopefully we'll get the same numbers this time. I like how one of them is just labeled as meat.
I thought that was funny too. I was like, yeah, that's the one.
Mystery meat, or yeah. Those are the ones that all of us are eating.
Yeah, for real. That's probably the ones we're all having anyways.
Yep. Okay, so I inputted the 3 columns. I still am having a problem with my variance column. I might need to close my document and reopen it or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I just emailed you a copy of what I've been using, so you could just try to open that one, see if it works.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it has the data that we were using in there.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think so. When you go to copy and paste anything, sometimes you can delete the not the content, but like the formula inside of the cell.
Yeah.
And so you just have to make sure only to delete the content.
Right.
So did you guys, under the different categories, like what do I do with calories versus sodium? Do we just have to do it twice, I guess?
She said just focus on. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this one, it just says just calories because the question itself says, let's examine the calories first.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So I had 3 columns for the calories.
And so this one takes a little bit of time because you're going to take a look and see if the like the variance is satisfied. So you just take a look at that smallest number times 4 if it's still greater than the greater variance.
Okay.
And then that way you can assume that they're equal. And then you have to take each of those columns as well and put them into a QQ plot. And you can, to see if they're normally distributed. Some of those QQ plots, when I was putting them in, the distribution looked a little funny, but I think it was still close enough to that they were calling it normal distributed.
Okay.
So I went with A on that one.
Okay. So I think for these next ones, I do have to go pick up my daughter in about 7 minutes. So if you can share with us what you got, and then I can compare. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no worries.
Once I get all my numbers in.
All right. So the next question is running in a ANOVA test, but you don't really have to do that.
The mean number of calories is the same for all 3 types of hot dogs. Find the degrees of freedom are 2 and 51.
Okay, so this one, you can say you have the last one, that you have sufficient evidence to claim that at least one of the hot dog types has a different mean number of calories than the other type.
And that's because the p-value is lower than the number of significance?
It is. And so that lets us know that we failed to reject and that there's insufficient evidence and that at least one of the means differ. So that's just the rule for ANOVA.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Next
now
one.
the sodium. Go ahead.
Yeah. And again, you just have to do it that way. But not really. I don't remember having to do that. Let's see, what is it? So you should see the QQ plot. Because it tells you. You should see the QQ plot to suggest a possible problem. So we know it's not normally distributed. And then the smallest variance is this, and the largest variance is that. So have the assumptions been met? So if I were to multiply that even by 2, I would know that, yeah, the assumptions, let's see.
Is way more than, wait.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. So we can, okay, so the problem itself told us that it is not, that it's a normally distributed population. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead
the
and
largest variance is not less than 4 times the smallest variance.
But so what you want is so it's C. And what you want for that one is you can assume the variances are equal because if you do 7180 times 4, it'd be greater than your largest variance. That's what you're looking for. And then the assumptions have not met because it was telling us there was a problem with the normality assumption. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so just that one sentence alone, the second sentence, that kind of tells us, right?
Yeah, it does. And then the following one.
C for that one. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
What is the p-value for this test? So just for the poultry.
Yeah.
So when you make the QQ plot for the poultry, then you can also see that the p-value is there. Right? In Excel.
Okay. And so that p-value that you're going to end up getting after you do that is 0.179.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, and for number 18,
So our p-value is 0.179, and our
So it's larger than the level of significance.
mhm.
So we failed to reject, right?
Let's see.
Or do we reject?
Well, yeah. I mean, but this one's
Confusing
just worded
myself.
a little different. So it's B.
Right.
We do not have sufficient evidence to reject the claim. That there's
Right. Which is another fancy way of saying we failed to reject. Yeah. Okay.
should be good.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have lots of fun with Excel when I get back. Trying to figure all this out.
Yeah. So did you guys submit what? How'd it go?
No, I haven't yet. I want to make
Okay,
sure
no
I
worries.
answered them all. Yeah. Just to be sure. Okay. All right, I'll submit real
And
quick.
Garrett, how's it going for you? Did you have any questions?
I was doing good. I was just messing around with some QQ plots to figure out some of the questions we've been over.
Yeah, 100%. Woohoo!
Good job.
Thank
Good.
you, Alba.
No, you're all welcome.
So I have to run, but yeah, if you guys wanted to keep chatting, that's
All right.
cool.
Good
Thank
luck.
you guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
And I was just looking at number 13. It's talking about the p-value in relationship to the F statistic.
Mhm.
And when it's talking about the left or right, what is that referring to?
Okay, so that is actually one of the rules in the reading. Wait, what number was that again?
13.
Thanks. I just have to open up to this every time. Let's see. Yeah, so that was actually one of the rules in the textbook, and it's always going to be to the right. And I think it's because you can never have a negative p-value. So, you know, when we have our 2 degrees, how we have the negative on one side and the positive on the other side? So p-value can't ever be negative. So in that case, your data is always going to be on the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Good.
Yeah, besides that, I guess I don't really have any other questions.
No, awesome. All right, so if you come up with anything, so I think she left, but I think 2 o'clock should work for Tuesdays and Thursdays if it still works for you.
Okay. My Tuesday, Thursdays are super busy. But did you say, I don't know, is there any chance to do like Monday, Friday?
So if we did Monday, Friday, it would have to be like after, I'd say like after at 4 or after. Does that work?
No, Friday. I think so. And I guess we'll text people just to see what's going on for them too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess text your hour that works for the hours that work for you if it's possible,
Yeah.
at 4 or after Fridays and Mondays, and then we can see if Cheryl can agree to any of those hours.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome.
And then,
Bye. Oh,
oh,
sorry.
the project, do we need to talk about that some more? The statistics one?
I think we'll go ahead and start that on this Tuesday. I'll look and see because I was even looking at the homework assignments and it's not really mentioned again.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
But
Do you think we need to do anything to prepare for it, or we're just going to talk about it in 7 days?
well, what I'll do on Tuesday, I have a meeting with the tutor before every one of these chats on Mondays. So
Okay.
I'll meet with her and then I'll ask her like she can give me a little bit of guidance and then maybe what we can do is I'll come back with like a plan, like this is what we need to
Okay.
get started on.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.